This interview is for information only and should not be considered as investment advice or a recommendation to buy shares in the company featured. Welcome to this Stock Box interview.
Joining us today is Tristan Potas, the CEO of First Development Resources, following news that you have completed your pre-IPO financing, raising £1.125 million. So, Tristan, let me first of all just get your reaction to this. It's more than you were hoping for, isn't it?
Yeah, thanks, Mark. It is. It's great to have seen that level of support from the investment community, especially considering the backdrop of the current state of the markets, which are far from ideal. From my own personal opinion, it really reinforces our existing view that the management team that we've assembled, along with the portfolio of projects that we're currently developing, just provide an intriguing investment proposition.
Okay, so how are you feeling about the whole journey now? This is, of course, your first role as CEO, and things now getting pretty real, aren't they?
No, that's exactly right, Mark, and I think that's a good phrase to sum it up. Really, things are getting real, and it is a decisive step, as I've mentioned. It is our first step towards that full UK listing and that independence from Power Metal, and with that comes more and more of the pressures that you would associate with a publicly listed company. I think myself and the management team, we're fully aware of the challenge that's ahead of us. But again, we take confidence in the progress that we've made today, and again, take confidence from the encouragement that we've seen in this recent raise.
Okay, good. So as you mentioned, this does help you to become independent of Power Metal Resources and become effectively self-sufficient. And are you good now until the IPO, which is around Q3, hopefully?
Yeah, correct. So we've said previously that we hope that we can complete that full UK listing in approximately 3 months post pre-IPO. So without question, the clock has started ticking from today. And as a team, we're going to be doing everything that we can to expedite that process in the most efficient way possible. The proceeds, or the large amount of the proceeds that we've raised in the pre-IPO, will go towards those UK listing costs. The usual corporate overhead costs that every business has to deal with. But also, we hope to deploy some of that capital into the projects where we can. To do enabling works to allow us, when we do get that full listing, to move swiftly onto the ground, to really look to increase value by deploying money into the ground in the hope of making a significant discovery.
Well, yeah, excellent. Well, on that note, let's just pick up on something that was in the RNS where you said, we believe that there are high impact opportunities in Western Australia's Paterson province and in the Northern Territories. Are you able to summarise the investment opportunity in a couple of minutes for us now that you are well on your way?
Yeah, so as I've mentioned, we have got a really compelling portfolio of projects, in my opinion. The flagship Wallal project in the Northern Paterson. We've spoken at length previously, Mark, with yourself and about the similarities between the geophysical signature of the magnetic bullseye anomalies that we've identified at Wallal in comparison to that at the Greatland Gold's Javieron. I've also stated previously that at the minute, we just have a geophysical similarity. We now need to get a rig onto site to test this anomaly to see what we've got down there. And again, part of the proceeds from the pre-IPO will be the enabling works to allow that to happen efficiently. So things like creating the access tracks, creating the drill pads, engaging with a drilling contractor, getting the heritage clearance survey done, all the things that we need to do to allow us to hit the ground running post-listing. Also in the Paterson, we've got the Braeside West and Ripon Hills projects. We're in the process of finalising a desktop review for those particular projects. They're in a part of the world which is well known for manganese, but they're also in a part of the world which is becoming more and more interesting from a base metal and gold perspective, but on the back of the successful work done by Rumble Resources. So we look to identify targets for further investigation down there. And then as we move across the border into the Northern Territory, we've got our CELTA project where we've identified 4 separate uranium targets, 4 separate rare earth element targets, and we're also looking into the potential of lithium in that region as well. And CELTA, as we've discussed previously, had a boost recently because of the success of our neighbours, Arafura Resources and their Nolan's Bore deposit, which is around 70 kilometres south of CELTA. they've recently just entered into a 7-year supply agreement with Hyundai for the delivery of battery metals. So the success that's ongoing in the Northern Territory has given us that real encouragement. We believe there's a lot of opportunity there, as we believe there is on our projects in Western Australia as well. We're raring to go, Mark, and we can't wait to really push these things on.
Excellent. Okay, well, it's good to hear that you are able to set things in motion with the pre-IPO funds ready for IPO to, like you say, hit the ground running rather than spend time doing these pre-works once you've IPO'd. It's nice to hear that you can hit the ground running. So that's good. That's good news. But Tristan Podas, the CEO of First Development Resources, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Mark.
If you enjoyed this interview, then give us a thumbs up, a like or a retweet. Subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Twitter and hit that notification bell to be the first to know when we release new content. There's loads of great content on our website too, across all our programmes at stockboxmedia.com. Thank you for watching.